Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are going to break down exactly how to ditch those outdated banking habits you've probably been clinging to and instead architect a dynamic, fully automated financial vault built specifically for the realities of 2026. Look, if you are tired of feeling like your money is just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, you're in the right place. Think about the silent wealth killer we all face every day. Just letting cash sit unoptimized in a standard account means it is quietly evaporating. Today, we're putting a hard stop to that.
All right, let's just address the elephant in the room right off the bat, 2026 inflation rates. We are living in a time where everyday costs, from your weekly grocery run to your basic utilities, have surged so much that traditional savings accounts aren't just stagnating anymore. They are actively failing you. Leaving your money in a standard low-yield account today is essentially a guarantee that you're losing purchasing power week over week. It's literally like trying to fill up a bucket that has a massive hole in the bottom.
So to combat this, here's our blueprint for today's explainer. First, we'll cover the new emergency rules. Then, high-yield micromechanics. After that, architecting the automated shield. And finally, scaling safety to surplus.
Okay, Section 1, the new emergency rules. Let's look at why we so urgently need a complete paradigm shift in how we view our financial safety nets.
We've got to completely rethink this old logic of a dormant safety net. For decades, we've all been conditioned to believe that piling cash into a standard checking account earning, 0.01% interest was the very definition of playing it safe. But honestly, in today's economy, that money is just gathering digital dust while your living costs go through the roof. We need an upgrade to a growing wealth protector. This concept relies on automated math that doesn't just sit idle, it actively works to preserve your purchasing power against those harsh currency shifts. It's the critical difference between basically hiding your cash under a mattress and actually putting it to work for you around the clock.
Moving right along to Section 2, high-yield micromechanics. Let's dive into the incredibly cool, tech-forward infrastructure that will actually power your new wealth protector.
Grasping this whole concept of micro-savings is really the key to unlocking the entire system. We are completely replacing that old, sluggish, single-puddle approach to savings. Instead of treating your money like one giant slow-moving cargo ship holding all your reserves, you want to think of your capital as a fleet of agile speedboats. These are dynamic, specialized nodes, or digital buckets, that navigate the financial waters to capture the absolute best rates available at any given time. It's a totally modular way of looking at your money, and it lets you instantly adapt to changing market conditions without having to uproot your entire financial life.
And right now, 2026 interest rates heavily favor fractional deposits spread out across specialized fintech platforms. But here's the best part. You don't have to manage any of this manually anymore. Picture this. It's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. While you're fast asleep, an AI-driven algorithm notices that Platform A just dropped its interest rate by a fraction of a percent, but Platform B just raised theirs. Boom! Instantly, your funds are fractionally routed to capture that extra yield. It ensures maximum APY without you ever lifting a finger. It's the ultimate transition from tedious manual bank transfers to a truly powerful set-and-forget infrastructure.
All right, Section 3, architecting the automated shield. Let's actually map out the mechanics and build this automated defense in your own life.
Getting this set up is surprisingly elegant. By directly integrating your primary checking account with those micro-savings nodes we just talked about, you completely remove human error from the equation. You're setting up a multi-layered funding logic that is triggered directly by your natural biweekly spending surpluses. Let's say payday hits on a Friday, right? By Monday, your fixed costs and bills are automatically cleared. The system then identifies exactly what's left over, your natural surplus, and instantly sweeps it into your micro-savings nodes before you even get the chance to impulse buy something you don't need. Money moves where it needs to go exactly when it needs to be there.
Then we introduce the sheer brilliance of Roundup technology. And look, this isn't just about saving a few pennies here and there, it's a fundamental structural shift in how your daily habits fund your future. With the going rate for an iced oat milk latte hovering around $9 these days, effortlessly capturing the spare change from those routines continuously funnels capital right into your defensive shield. Over time, this transforms your routine spending into a highly sophisticated self-funding insurance policy for your lifestyle. You're literally turning your daily caffeine fix into a legitimate wealth-building tool.
Now, these liquid microfunds act as a massive buffer against 2026 market volatility. By using a tiered liquidity strategy, you get total financial flexibility. It looks something like this. Roughly 34% goes to instant access cash for true emergencies, 33% into a high-interest buffer actively fighting inflation day and night, and the final 33% into low-risk investments growing consistently over time. You get the absolute peace of mind of having liquid capital without ever having to lock up your cash or sacrifice that high-interest growth. It's a win-win.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, Scaling Safety to Surplus. This is where we shift from a strictly defensive posture to an aggressive growth mindset.
So what happens when your vault is fully funded? The system doesn't just clock out and leave your excess cash sitting idle. Instead, it automatically pivots. That extra surplus is seamlessly routed into low-risk investment vehicles. We're talking about instruments like short-term treasury yields or broad market index funds that offer steady, reliable returns. The beauty of this mechanism is that it continuously scales your safety while building passive wealth in the background. It ensures that absolutely every single dollar you have is optimized and actively working towards your long-term financial independence. Ultimately, building this automated vault is fundamentally about transforming your financial anxiety. It's an incredible psychological shift. You get to move away from that frustrating feeling of being broke but safe, because all your cash is trapped in a stagnant emergency fund, just waiting for a disaster to happen. Instead, you get to step into a truly empowered, growth-focused reality where you are genuinely liquid and wealthy. Your money is accessible, it's actively growing, and you are entirely in control of your financial destiny.
But hey, even the smartest AI needs a boss, right? To maintain all this momentum, I highly recommend using a super simple monthly audit checklist. Once a month, just take 5 minutes to verify your account linkages, check on your surplus triggers, and review your AI yields to ensure you're getting that maximum APY. Why? Because you just want to make sure the tech hasn't hit a glitch or gotten lazy on you. Verifying that the algorithms are still finding the absolute best yields guarantees your infrastructure is relentlessly working on your behalf exactly as intended.
I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to chew on. In a world of incredibly dynamic inflation and lightning-fast yields, if your money is just sitting still, is your safety net actually safe? Challenge your current banking habits today. You have the tools, you have the technology, and now you have the blueprint. It's time to start architecting your very own automated vault. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.